know say me life dey nine. God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me life dey nine. But all we think Satan they do, I know say me life dey nine. But all we want all day, I know say me life dey nine. God they watch me.
God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. But all waiting Satan they do. I know say me like the night. But all way wahala dey. I know say me like the night.
Papa they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. Papa they watch me any side way I they go.
Hey,
I know
it's
say
your
me
station.
like the night.
Anywhere, anytime. Epic Radio, 99.3 FM. So refreshing.
Epic Radio 99.3.
God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. But all waiting Satan they do. I know say
It's
me like
Epic
the
Radio,
night.
so refreshing.
But all way wahala dey. I know say me like the night.
Hey, it's your station. Anywhere, anytime. Epic Radio, 99.3 FM. So refreshing.
Jesus they come on, you don't ready for the day.
Jesus they
Epic
come, oh, you
Radio
don't ready for that
99.3.
day.
It's so refreshing.
Wangu wasmagilele.
Yesu wangu wasmailele.
Jesus they come on, you don't ready for the day.
Jesus they come, oh, you don't ready for that day.
Yesu mi wangu wasmagilele.
Yesu wangu wasmailele.
Wasma,
Ilele,
wasma,
ilele,
wasma.
ilele.
Hey, it's your station.
For
Anywhere,
that day,
anytime.
for that
Epic
day,
Radio, 99.3 FM.
that day.
So it's fresh radio. So refreshing.
I know say me like the night. God they watch me any side way I they go. I know say me like the night. But all waiting Satan they do. I know say me like the night. But all way wahala dey. I know say me like the night.
The radio is on, but the music is cool. It's cool.
It's cool. It's on here.
24/7 hits.
Good morning, welcome to the Epic Morning Show. They come to you live here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Today's Thursday, 21st of December 2023. Merry Christmas in advance to everybody out there. We're live on radio, live on TV, and live also online. And me, Muhammad Jawadnyali. Now, this morning on the show, we'll talk about education in we country, the gains and the challenges. And in the studio, we'll get the Minister of Basic Education, Conrad Saki, for this very, very important conversation about something that we are all passionate about. But first things first, let's start with a morning message of motivation when I rise. We're basically counting 10 days now to the end of this year. And the reason I'm reminding everybody out there about this is that we as human beings, we don't really know how much we can take until we're in a situation we don't know waiting at the length we can go to until we are forced to go to that particular length due to a certain circumstance. I'm saying this because we get the capacity for surprise reserve. We get the capacity for be anything. That's just human nature. We conform, we adapt. And so even for the rest of the year, you have people where the groom will say, hey, it's in Tranga. I don't know if I'm going to see this year through. But here we are, 10 days away from seeing 2024. We don't survive. And some of we not just survive, some people even thrived. I mean, this is the year way for some people. They make money, some man born Pekin, some man get new degree, some man married. Some man get different achievement them. So we've not just only survived, we've also thrived. The story is not the same for everybody. Some people as well, this has been a very difficult year. But the lesson in this we will all go take is that we get the capacity for do anything. We get the capacity for surprise yourself. We get the capacity for survive adversity, no matter how difficult it can be. As long as we take it one step at a time, day after day, we will see the end of the year with God in grace as well. So here we are looking back at 2023, all of the mistakes we've made, all of the achievements we've also made, and then we look ahead for 2024. So this is it. So not ever doubt your own capacity about whether you go survive this, whether you go able to adapt, whether you go able to resist, whether you go able to learn, whether you go able to evolve. Just believe in yourself, because that's a human nature. If there is a will, there is a way, and then you will survive no matter the adversity that you are in at the moment. So take comfort in the fact that you are seeing hopefully the new year, and it is here with well body. So it means that even if you don't achieve everything what you want in this year, there's a fresh opportunity coming ahead. What are you going to do about it? This is the Epic Morning Show.
Them say man no die, man no rotting. Me no kill for sin, so me no afraid nothing. I don't come off a start from nothing. Now me na general with a 5-star button. Where you want make out this country in honor. We were born up and body it 10 times harder. With the negativity catch na little corner. Dreams and aspirations, they ready for kill and bust a low bubble. Original identity. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Bad couple, so me mama call me. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Will my first pop up, one man military, me legendary. Me no plan bad for nobody, yeah. Me back for school by the cemetery. Mentally, Jala University, yeah. Call me and I say, so creamy, so good.
Cowbell powder milk now they carry tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you they give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being, and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office at 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077-250025 or 099-250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and
It's
snack time.
Epic Radio.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
So this morning we're going to talk about education because we are all passionate about education in this country. We all invested because we've been through it. We've been through the education system. Some people in Pekin and still they go through our nephews. All right, welcome back. This is the Epic Morning Show, and in the studio too we get Mr. Conrad Saki. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and good morning to you, listeners.
All right, thank you very much. So, you make the transition from TSC to Minister of Education. Has it been everything that you expected in terms of the challenges that we don't see and what you achieve so far in the last few months?
Well, let's start off with the basic stuff. As the chair of the TSC, I was also, an advisor to the minister on teacher management issues. We effectively means that whilst in terms of the minister in leadership team, I was one of the 5 people in WBDD. So all waiting me happen at the education system, over the last 3 years, I was at least on the ring side or in the ring dealing with those issues. So effectively, all waiting happen now, they're not just that now. So I get some idea of waiting will they happen.
Okay, so given that idea there, so it means you came in with a lot of experience really around teaching. And is education still a priority for the government? We know say in the first time it was, government was really big on education. Now we see agriculture, they take the forefront. But are you feeling that shift?
Well, no. Let me tell you why. Because the president gets 5 game changers, agriculture being the primary one. Second to that is human capital development, where education sits in. And let me just say a couple of things. We don't maintain the amount of money the president will give in the first term, which is 22%. Yes? That 22% still there. And there are very few countries in Africa where they invest that much amount of money into education. So the Global Partnership of Education get a recommendation of 20%. Salondo go over and above that with an extra 2%. But let me also just say this. So in terms of real investment, we get past agriculture stuff. And in addition to that, the last budget we then present in our parliament, there is an extra 1% education fund we end up put, we would get from withholding taxes. So in addition to the 22%, we get extra funding.
And yes, whilst we budget a huge on paper, but we also know say a lot of that also goes into salaries for teachers.
Yes, of course. Yes, that is correct. If you look at the breakup of the breakdown of the education budget, 99% of the revenue, they go into recurrent expenditures. So it's not just the payment of salaries, it includes TINELEC subsidies for schools and school feeding and all that. So we really get a small amount of about 1% we would use for capital expenditure. But what we do tend to do in that situation today, now for make sure say we attract additional funding from outside government coffers, so donor fund kind of situation indeed.
Okay, let's now talk about issues really. We're in a real issues where a lot of people concerned around education. We are rolling out a new curriculum now,
yes.
And there have been concerns that is it not too early given how we don't prepare them and how the rollout is going?
No, but I don't know why you say too early, because what we they do during the course of
From the development to the rollout stage.
no. Let's just give me some time for explain. Whilst we they develop the curriculum, we also be they make preparation for the rollout. Yes. So the rollout again. So immediately when we done the development and we release the curriculum, we be get system there in place for able to do the rollout. But the rollout not stop when you release the curriculum. The rollout still continues. So let me give you an example. You know they take you the first exam na the curriculum until 3 years from now. So we still they develop like the examination syllabus and all that, and we still, and when you develop something, not as you release and so you they stop. You get for the testing it out and make some adjustments. And all of that we they do at the current moment. So we still continue to do that and they not stop.
And why should they do that? We know university authorities have also expressed concerns that they might not have ready-made courses for transition this new curriculum when they're picking they go to colleges as well. So how now they work on making sure we keep it straight while they go forward?
Well, a part of the development process, we involve all the various stakeholders. We include the university sector. And taking into consideration that the course that we would provide, not a university course. So at the point at which then students and they go to universities, as I said to you in terms of exam, we get 3 years for make university they begin develop the course that we then go need for do when they go university. But let me also just say this. In the curriculum, we have 3 subject areas. There is what we call the core subject areas, when are usual traditional subjects there. They will get applied subjects. Sierra Leone get 2 technical universities. So in terms of the applied subject, it gives them that opportunity for make them develop courses, for make them then relevant. So I don't see that being a problem. We have 3 years for make the adjustments take place.
Whilst we get 3 years, in schools right now, they are going to struggle for recruit teachers, for example, for teach subjects like robotics, for example, where this new curriculum they don't put there.
No, but this is exactly what I will say to you. Whilst we develop the curriculum, we also will put a program in place for make sure say we able to roll out very quickly. So let's take robotics. You have private schools the way they do robotics. So it is sort of the realms of possibility for get a partnership with those private schools, for use the teacher the way they teach robotics now then private school then. So these are the sort of things that we do. Let me also give you another thing. I also do engage, for example, Peace Corps, and also a day in the midst of actually engaging VSO, which is voluntary service overseas, that are the British equivalent of like Peace Corps, for able to make themselves able with each other, for able to deliver some of them things. So some of the course that we will get, existing teachers then can able to teach them course then. But we also do.
Speaking about public schools and private schools, there's always this. I went to a public school, and so are many people. So we are passionate about this, that public schools, private schools seem, the gap in terms of quality seem for the widen year in, year out. Is that something where you're concerned about?
Well, let me tell you, say, I'm a proud pupil of a public school. I go Regent Square Municipal School, and a school we are very proud of. Okay. And my mama and papa, they all teach now in the international scene. If you look at public school or state schools and private schools, even abroad, private schools, they normally get more resources than state schools, yes? But if you look at the results, I think you need to examine the results properly. Because if you look at the last WAS, you get like 200 state school there. We get 100% pass rate. So my question is, if we get 200 state schools, we get 100% pass rate, then could the others not do the same? So I think what we need to do now for up the game. And if you look at the results, you do an analysis of the results, it's very interesting. The traditional schools, they do very well. Now they're not necessarily they do very well now. So these are some of the challenges that we'll face. But at the same time, it's something that we need to analyze and make sure that we put proper measures in place for their school and therefore improve their game.
You spoke about resources and how much resources on they make sure say, it go into their schools and therefore really affect quality.
Well, go back to what you say. If 200 of the school get 100%, now the same resource formula now they use. So if they're able to get 100%, why you they say the other hand enough for able to get 100%? The same resource formula, nothing not change because they are state schools.
Okay. And speaking about passes, we all concerned about English language.
Yes. Well,
Are you also concerned about it?
Well, I'm concerned about it. Let's put it this way. In 2021, we do a national baseline assessment called EGMA-EGRA. We're in early grade arithmetic and early grade reading. That particular thing, they actually point out to the fact that about 65% of Sierra Leone picking in a primary school, they read, but they not understand. They go read a text, but they not go understand the meaning of the text. Now, if at that level at primary school, they get that kind of problem there, then you know, say, by the time when they reach WAS, where you now know they only expect them for understand, you'd expect them now for begin apply critical thinking, they will get problem. So you can see why there is a correlation between that baseline assessment at primary school and what they happen now with senior secondary school. So what the government will do for that? We take our on the chin, say, well, this is not a problem. So the government not run away from it. We decide, say, what we go do with this one. We take a head on. So we make foundational learning at the center of we education policy. With that said, the president make a statement, say we go make this, and what we don't do, we don't get resources for make we able to do that. So as of September this year, we roll out a new foundational learning program. We now develop teaching and learning materials. We start from scratch. Yes? So we don't get 40 million with GPE, that's the Global Partnership for Education, we don't give it for foundational learning. We get $13.7 million with education above all, don't give it for out-of-school children because they have depend the same foundational learning thing. We get 10 million from Lego Foundation, yes. As I speak, last Thursday, the same Lego Foundation just approved 11.5 million what they put for early years. Because what we do in terms of foundational learning, we not just start with primary school, because the foundational learning, they start from almost from P1 to P4, class 1 to class 4. But we want to go one step further. We want to make sure, say, we prepare them for even kind of P1. So we don't make 1 year compulsory for all picking for do pre-primary school. So now that we defend that resource day for make sure, say, we make sure, say, that they happen.
When you talk about foundational learning, what does that consist of? Okay,
foundational learning in general go consist of literacy and numeracy. Some other people can throw in socio-emotional skills. So, you know, teamwork, perseverance, that kind of thing. So, in terms of Sierra Leone, we go further, Seth. We get 5 various components of foundational learning. We get literacy, we get numeracy, we get socio-emotional skills, we get digital skills. We believe, say, Naing go be the bridge for Musa Wukomo to Musa we need for go. And last but by no means the least, civic mindedness, civic education. Taking with history, we want to make sure so picking at a very early age, then go begin learn how to live with each other. Then go begin respect the relationship between themselves and their families. The relationship not only with their families but in community. The relationship with other people from different parts of the country. But also, because we live in a global world, the relationship as a global citizen. And last but by no means the least, taking into consideration climate change, the mudslide we don't get, we also link that back to the relationship with the community and the environment.
And how all of this will be integrated in the existing education curriculum we'll get?
Well, of course, we don't put all that in the program what they do. So in terms of the work what they do right now, we not just start and do the teaching and learning materials. We don't readjust the timetable. for make sure say we get specific number of hours we would spend for each of the itinerary. And incidentally, let me say this. So we will get more time go picking and spend per literacy and numeracy. That is something we will work on right now.
And another issue, let's talk about WAEC, because WAEC is not the only public examination body will get here, but sometimes, for example, this year we'll get a delay in results. We mean say even the new curriculum on the rollout, they picking them where they go SS1, where they start this new curriculum. They don't already lost a month or two going into the academic year. So how is our relationship with WAEC and all of their lapses they are waking up on?
Well, let's start off with the basis that WAEC is part of the ministry. I don't know whether you know that. They're a semi-autonomous branch of the ministry. So then they operate at arm's length of the ministry, but they are supervised by me. So the head of WAEC reports in general to the chief education officer when they report to me.
So if WAEC do something bad, he right for let blame the ministry?
Well, we know, as a leader, yes, I take all responsibility for anything we go wrong. Now me patch. Okay. I can't run away from it. And me not supposed to really run away from anything. I take a head on. Yes? So, but let me just give you some good news. Yes? As of March 18, next year, 2024, Sierra Leone, they take over the chairmanship of WAEC for the entire West Africa. We get a chairmanship there for 3 years. I use the male gender because we already get a designated chair and a man. I know I'm calling him until we get onto the system. But what you would say, we get that for 3 years. What we hope for do now for transform WAEC, for make sure say we build up then public confidence, for make sure say then get proper resources for do the work we then able to do, and make sure say we rethink the assessment process, which is part of the strategy we get for transform the educational system in Salon. So not to just WAEC they look at. As a teacher myself, there are two types of assessment where you get. You get what you call formative assessment, where you assess the beginning as they go along for check whether they learn or they know they learn. And then you get summative assessment, which normally you can get at the end of the year, but in the case of WAEC, there are public exams that we take. These two things need to be aligned. Yes, the reason why they need to be aligned, if beginning of the learn, you need to change the methodology we use for teacher, for make sure say you meet in your needs. Yes, because in your class you will get various diverse group of learners. Yes, so what would they do? Will they set up a national assessment unit now the ministry? Will they work on that and now? Will they do a major pilot we just done? Will they do another major pilot in 2024? And as of 2024, will they begin put the modalities in place for set up this national unit? So, you know, I mentioned, say, we do a baseline assessment 2021. With the hope, say, the next baseline assessment, what will they do? Now, we go do them. Because that baseline assessment we'll use now very, very expensive. It costs millions of pounds, dollars. And so we want to make sure, say, we able for drop the instrument there and able for conduct the exam and the research.
Public confidence in WAEC very low.
Yes.
Something we don't admit. So it has to do with examination malpractice. And for the longest of time, we have been saying that WAEC culpable. So how will I get for changes? Because in a way, they also undermine what they try to achieve.
Okay, let's start off with exam malpractices in general. Now, let me go back to the education sector plan. You know, we get an education sector plan. We now the strategic documents we'll get for the next 5 years, 2022 to 2026. The strategic objective 7 of that plan, now, how will it affect corruption? Yes? So, when we take over as minister, the first thing I did was for meet with my team, including all the units. So the Teaching Service Commission, with another semi-autonomous branch, I meet with WAEC, I meet with all my top leaders in the ministry for look into how we tackle this problem. Yes? This is what in Englishman can call perennial problem. It's not new. If you go back to the education sector plan where we did before this one, we'll get to. INSEF, this now from the previous government too, the INSEF gets the same strategic objective. So we look into that, and we take a number of actions. The first one, me self come on my office physically with my team. I go na ACC. I say I want to sign an integrity pledge with them, so that they go help let we take this bet. Yes. So we do we own internal assessment. We own put we own system in place, and then we seek the support of ACC. We seek the support of ONS. Yes. Now let me just say a couple of things in terms of WIC. We also change the WIC Act, so we upgrade the WIC Act. Yes. We don't do all the thing on the WIC Act now. We just now the lawyer they now then they talk. Yes, we will get for Senate and go law reform commission. Then don't do their work. Then don't send out to be. So when we come back, first week we'll come back 2024. Yes, we get a meeting, and then perhaps by February, March latest we can go Parliament. That WIC Act it get 3 different chapters. Then we deal with corruption, how you defeat corruption. So we look at that from the point where you plan the exam, to the point where you go inside the exam, and to the point post the exam. So we get really, really tough instruments.
And those instruments will also be holding WIEC officials to account.
That they act.
Okay.
So we make a law. So we make a law. But also not forget, say, the Anti-Corruption Act of 2019 also make exam malpractice a crime. I think the penalty is about 50 million. It's a crime. So not only we get our own procedure we would look at, the Anti-Corruption Act also go help
we get a law there on paper already, safe way for even prevent the situation for be as bad as it is, but it also goes down to condition the way they create. For example, how much are the one who they mark the paper them, how much are they paid, for example, which kind of environment the picking and the sitting, the culpability of the supervisors as well and everybody around the examination hall. How una get for address these issues?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that question, because as I said to you at the start, I say we will take over the chairmanship of WIC. We get an opportunity for get a root and branch, a review of WIC, led by Sierra Leone. Yes? But in addition to that, the WIC Act also don't take into account some of the issues there where you talk about right now. And the meeting I get, where my first meeting with my senior leadership group, we look at all the things. We look at the number of exam centers we'll get, whether they're adequate or whether we need to change them. So, for example, in the previous minister was very hot on radical inclusion. In view was always that you forget an exam center within a 3-mile radius. That stretched me quite widely. Yes. So one of the things we would look at: do we continue that approach there, or do we need for tweaker a bit? If now 4 miles safe, so we get less centers, we'll go able man or staff better.
But you also know, say, you get more and more school picking and more they enroll for the exam every year.
I totally agree. That's why I'm not saying to you this now what we get for do. We review all of that, and we get process in place for make sure that they happen. But let me also just say this to you: in 2020, there was a communique which was signed by all the heads of all the relevant organizations there in education or the work with education. Yes, that communique will be reviewed 2024. So we don't put the modalities for make that happen. Now let me tell you why it's important that we review them. One, because it don't last for 3 years. It don't take me to this point. We need to look at what changes then don't happen at the environment for make sure, say, we bring down the kind inside its new communicate. Let me tell you one significant change will happen. Now we begin and get access to artificial intelligence. You see, you mobile phone, very powerful, and an archive. It get more information than some library themselves, educational library, in university library itself in this country. Because all kind of app there. You understand? Some of the reason why we get the challenge in terms of the education system is because when they mark the paper there, then they find out, say, they begin and get the same. So they say, write letter. All man write dear John. All man sign dear yours faithfully Mary. How that possible you they bow? the other person, the Bombali. They will all get the same thing. These are the type of the situation where we believe say then they use app. So when a fan mobile phone na you hand inside the exam, the WAEC rules say then they seize you entire paper, including one where you not take selfie yet. The reason why make it with the WAEC take the harsh decision, this is not to Salon no more, now all the 5 countries. The reason why make them take the harsh decision because they know how powerful their mobile phone will be.
Yeah, but why is that is true? Then also they do them indiscriminately because you get students and they study very hard and then they are caught up in that web where they go seize the entire school and results because of malpractice.
No. What you had to say to you, I say, if that picking carry a mobile phone go inside the exam, then catch on with that mobile phone. Now in your exam paper then they seize. Not to one man at the school.
No, but we've had cases where they seize the whole school and say when a result not come.
Yes, but then now because of collusion. So for example, where they say you get paper with a mark, where all man get the same answer. How is that possible? Including the one that we study hard, the one we not study hard, we all get the same answer. We all the right there, John, we all the sign of yours sincerely, Mary. How is that possible? So these are the things that we go strictly according to data. You know, anything we would do, we use data. So we know that they do that, and when they see your result, you don't mean to say your result no come out. Then they take and go now one panel where the chief education officer and the chairperson for that panel. Then they go through line by line each and every individual before they make the decision whether then they withhold that result or then go release the result. During that process then they release some results. So when I announce the result, I say like 34,000 or people and then just sees the result. But the actual number in the end might be less, it will be less than 34,000. Let me also just throw something in. Me na the minister in this second term, we don't go parliament more than any other person. So during that process, they will get that result. Parliament don't call we to them. They even say we forget the paperwork them all, for go show them waiting they happen. You know, obviously there are confidentiality, there are things that we cannot do, but at the same time, we have worked with them. We don't get them to understand why we take the decision that we will take. We get data.
And it is true. Some of the time, the only thing a lot of parents or school heads that they ask for, not just information on what is really happening.
Yes.
Just so they go feel like WAEC as well. Now they do this with impunity.
Yes.
And now they take advantage by picking them.
Yes.
But it's dead silence from WAEC.
Oh, no, I totally agree with you. And let me not blame WAEC. I blame wall. And me to take 100% responsibility. That in the benefit of hindsight, in the first 3 to 4 months while I'm doing this job, I think we need to do better in terms of how we bring information to the public. Because whenever we open up and we tell you what they happen, people they're reasonable. They can see what would they do. So me go tell you, say, me to make a commitment to this nation that myself go come and make sure say I tell people everything where they happen. I also they look at reinforcing the media team to make sure, because and also for bringing in the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, because they do a splendid job. And secondly, we now get a new way we will communicate. You see, the day when me and you now they can't talk in a radio station, almost people that they go to. If you really want to go to the wider population, you go social media. So one of the things why they look now is how do we improve with social media presence? We footprint in the social media space so that when NTR go, then they go to all man. Because let me tell you what's funny. When you get one picking, we send a clip out. I get call from America, I get call from England, I get call from Germany, I get call from all sides because they don't see that clip. So as a ministry, we self need for respond to that. And that in our responsibility we 100% will take. Right. Because for all of me units them, we will look at that when they go into the new year.
Thank you very much. Stay with us. This is the Epic Morning Show. I'll be right back after this break.
Do you want to be your own boss? Or do you want to add more services to your business? Then look no further, because BNB is here for you.
What do you mean?
With BNB, you can now make money with just your smartphone. With the new revolutionary app, BNB POS, you can do remittance, bill payments, EDSA airtime top-up, and many more. All this from your smartphone, anywhere you want.
This sounds great.
That is not just all. The app also features real-time agent rebalancing and reconciliation.
Oh wow. But how can I get a BNB POS and start making my own money?
It's so simple. You can download the application on App Store or Google Play Store. Just search for BNB POS and download. Then call our customer service on 072 500 000, and within a short period of time, our agent will help you for the onboarding process.
Wow, no time to waste. Let me do this right away.
Oh yes, start making money today from anywhere in Sierra Leone. For more inquiries, contact our customer service on 072 500 000.
With BNB POS, you shop na your pocket.
Epic Radio.
Bonus don't come. You self-take part and get out with one expert. Get Boku winning. We go up to 1,000% with hyper bonus. For register, it's easy. Just download the app on our website when at oneexpert.sm. Use the by phone registration or full registration option and edit your profile with valid ID card. Enter the official promo code and yourself go benefit from all the promotion and bonus them. Save and screenshot to one expert account so you go able use them back other 10. For more information, call me toll-free line when at 552 hyper bonus. This one is better pass bonus.
It's Epic Radio. So refreshing.
Yana Orange, we busy but we customizing freedom. Now we glad for bring to you we new and sober offer. You inside this we one in town offer, you get the rights for pick the voice or data bundle where fits your lifestyle. Yes, now so it be. We dey make communication winner for you wangling. It no matter if you not posting we like long talk or posting we like for browse boku. You there for you. Pan tap all this, you get to run number SMS where you know they pay for. We don't add the match jeeper this gladdy. You mean say better thing day for all man. Ladida there for you. Dial *889# for begin.
Orange.
All right, welcome back. This is the Epic Morning Show. They come to you live here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. In the studio with we get the Minister of Basic Education, Winner Conrad Saki, and we are talking about a lot of things around education. But one of the issues as well we will focus on shortly now people with disability as well. I mean, the policy of radical inclusion when I get. But one for talk to a campaigner we now Alafi Taylor. He is somebody we visually impaired, so he gets a lot of passion for students who are visually impaired. He has a number of issues we've done raised with we, and I'm happy we have you in the studio. But let's just talk to him. Good morning, Alafi.
Good morning, Jawad. Good
Okay.
morning.
So the last time we talked, you raised some concerns where you feel say the Hamburg students who are visually impaired, especially when it comes to public exam. What are they?
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm really, really happy, and I'm very, very grateful that you have given me this opportunity in the presence of the minister. The minister is somebody whom I know, but there are a few concerns. First, with the public exams, we believe that WAEC has not been treating visually impaired people fairly when it comes to marking. For example, in the previous WAEC exam, we had candidates who were marked absent for papers that they sat, and one candidate in particular, the GAM, 6 for mathematics, we not even sit, and Conrad not say blind will not sit maths. Again, disappointingly, Becker is nothing to write home about. We had a meeting at the ministry, and he will be surprised to know I know this also. There was a meeting held at the ministry, and the ministry has decided not to treat us with any respect.
In which way? Why?
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. They said that we could go anywhere, and that the papers that were marked, that they were professionally marked, and if we requested for remarking, we receive work grade. In fact, they would not be paying for people who are repeaters in the next exam. And in that meeting, he'll be surprised to also know that some of his staff were asked out because they had a different opinion on those issues.
What I want to get clear is that are you una concerned about how then they mark them paper or the fact that they give them wrong grades? Which one?
We are concerned about how they mark the paper where they result to wrong grade.
Okay. All right.
And we're sad that the ministry has not taken this seriously.
Okay. Approximately how many students you think might have been affected by this?
For WASC, we have over 9 or more students. Okay. For Beke, we have over 6 to 7 or more students that have been affected by this.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Alafi, for putting these concerns through. Mr. Saki, there you have it. These are some of the concerns. What can I do about them?
Well, I'm glad you are there today, and I'm glad we get somebody we raise this issue. Let me start off on this footing. First of all, I get a personal experience and personal professional experience dealing with young people with disabilities. As a matter of fact, just before I come here, I'll be the head a disability. I was called into a university for set up a disability unit. Yes, so not only I set up the disability unit, now me write all the what they call reasonable adjustment procedure at the university. Now me be the trained lecturer on how you deal with all types of disability. So I'm a passionate campaigner on disability issues. Passionate. And I say that because I have the expertise in doing this. Yes? Okay. So it is true that there were dengue issue, the visually impaired Pekineng began issues. Then Canada ministry, then talk to the permanent secretary. The permanent secretary informed me about the meeting we get with MPKR. And then me ask for meet with them. So I get the chief education officer for call a meeting. In that meeting day, me self attend, now me chair the meeting. Sir. In that meeting day, we get all the principal that we didn't at the school that we didn't come up from. We get representative from WAEC, the entire senior team in WAEC can that meeting day. And we get the parents them. We get campaigners. We come and we get civil society people and the ministry and stuff. A couple of things come up on that meeting day, where I'll go share with the public now. Firstly, there is the issue of disclosure. It is critical in providing reasonable accommodation for anybody with any form of disabilities. Yes? If you don't disclose to WAEC, say somebody is visually impaired, you don't disadvantage that person from start. Because it means to say, WAEC no, they make no provision for that person. And what is interesting in that meeting was that was an issue. Some of the schools they did not disclose to WAEC.
Say we get speaking and we visually impaired.
Yes. When you put the entry, there is a box where you need for mark, where WAEC will make sure, we will tell WAEC, say, this person gets disability. So then all the paper, they can do in braille and all that, and then go get assistive technologies, the technology that we then go need for use, for do that, and then go engage them picking and they for make them know what they need for do for them. Yes? So if that disclosure is wrong, they not tick that box, then picking and they don't disadvantage. The second thing also, Miro asks WAEC now for make them get a person in WAEC who is responsible for deal with this. Because the ministry gets a policy where you onado hear about radical inclusion. And in that radical inclusion, he gives the disabled student the right for get certain things. One of which, now assistive technologies. So if you look at what they happen in a country like England, you will get extra time. If you get visually impairment, you might even get somebody when they read the question for you. You get scriber with somebody who can write for you. You understand? So all of them thing and they now I don't ask you, I want to see why they guide a policy on that. And let me tell you, you know, you be say to me, so if anything go wrong now, why now the ministry for blame. And me what me tell you, I tell you, say me a leader. When me a leader, I dey take responsibility for every aspect of my ministry. So me don't say to why me don't want to use una your money self. We una dey get from the exam that way because I know say number cool. So me go work with them for approach donor them for make we get these assistive technology. The numbers no large. Yes, what I not agree with the last caller is the fact that we agree that there was some problem with the exam process. So if you they ask for let them remark your paper, you get for pay for each paper. And not only the money.
Yeah, but not to their fault.
No, that is it. If you ask for make them remark your paper, you get for pay for them. You get for pay for the remarking. And not to small money. So waiting me decide for do, now for say the ministry will pick that bill they up. The
ministry
numbers,
go pay.
yes, the ministry will pay if you want for make them mark the paper. So at that point, I don't think say them will make the decision, but the chief education officer will tell me, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, say they don't come back, they say they want to let them mark the paper. So we go find money somewhere and make sure say we do that.
Mark the paper so then go progress.
Yes, because the reason for that is it not get for happen again. We go make sure say it not get for happen again. But people then get for take responsibility for their own action. If the school did not make that disclosure day, then the school line go pay for that remarking day. Because WAEC, you cannot hold WAEC responsible. If the school make the disclosure, then of course now WAEC get for take that responsibility day.
But when I get experts them, now why we competent enough for marketing paper there?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes. Then get people that they use. Then can also use if you ask for the mark paper and the chief examiner and in the mark the paper. So then get expert, but then don't tell me say the head of the country team don't tell me actually say then they employ a new person when I ain't work there anymore because I did ask for that.
All right. Well, I'm happy we are coming to a solution towards that. Okay. But let me just bring you some questions that we've been having here for you. Somebody is sad because when I don't decide not for pay for repeaters them again for the ones. Hannah Conte is saying it's so sad that the government has decided to stop paying fees for repeaters of WASC. I hope school authorities who are found to have misused the system are made to face the consequences. Let's talk about this. Why una reach to this point for make that decision day?
Well, let go. I think it was 2018 where the government say then go pay for repeaters then for take the exam. But let's go back. What they may mean? They may mean say then go take first time repeaters. So you then at a school and if you're then at the same school where you take the exam the first time, now you go take for now you go to repeat the exam. But to be honest, my brother, they have abused that system completely. We now get more repeaters where they take the WAS than first time candidates. How is that possible? They repeated then they and no say, then they go pay people them for take that exam day. Then people then they ask the government for pay. We cannot have that. Because if we lock that leakage day, that money day, we get better thing we will use that money day for. Like for example, for employ more community teachers. These are people who are professional, they are fully qualified, and if we're able to get money within the existing budget, because government will get money for add-on to that, but within the existing budget, by closing down leakages, then this is something we should advocate for.
Yeah, but also they punish picking them. We genuinely need the second chance.
No. Let me say this to you. If you get any form of disabilities, we qualify and eligible to the radical inclusion policy, and you register with WAEC within disabilities that day, you go take the exam. So those are the only exceptions.
But everybody else will need to foot in bill for a second sitting.
But as I said to you, these people are paying. So we are not saying that they would not take the exam. They will take the exam, but as private citizen candidates, they are already paying.
Okay.
And also, let us say this to you. Now, salon out of the 5 countries, then now we no more get repeaters the way they take the exam. All the rest now private sittings.
Okay, so Ms. Igno does actually ask here about the availability of teachers. How will they try to close that gap between teacher-PP ratio?
I think, with due respect, I think now the wrong question you ask.
Okay.
Let me say, because in terms of pupil-teacher ratio, Salone in pupil-teacher ratio no high. And the reason why making no high is because the Sierra Leone pupil-teacher ratio not take into account whether you get a qualification or not. Okay. Yes? So the ratio way for the look at, now the pupil qualified teacher ratio, 9 high.
Which could be worse.
No, of course it was. No, now they tell you. Okay. The pupil teacher ratio is not high. It's about 30-1. Then when you go to pupil qualified teacher ratio, 9 higher. Yes? Okay. So let me say this. Whilst this government not in power for the last first term, we employ over 12,000 teachers. And I've been doing at TSC, so that we be to do that. For this year, for the budget, we already, government don't make an allocation that we can employ 2,000 more teachers in September. In addition to that, I remember I tell you, say we get some money for foundational learning. I tell you about 40 million. So out of that 40 million, we also give stipend to 1,000 preschool teachers, because we don't make a decision, say, we do preschool, we do 1 year of preschool. So we get fund down there. So we already don't go fund external funding for make we give the 1,000 teachers. So effectively, for this year alone, we will do 3,000 teachers that will give some wage or salary.
Okay. Away from teacher, one last question before I come to the listeners is that parents are concerned about how much they pay for their schools they admit them picking them, whether or not for go Form 1 or for go SS1. And I know there was this viral video of a Pekin where they go and in Walsh way accuse the administration of charging a lot of money, but a lot more parents are going through that. And I know I've seen pictures who say admission, they go out and they actually make sure say this not happen, but still they go on.
No. That day with the stopper. That day they tell you, I they talk and suffer. And I saw me response get for be suffer, but fam. Now free quality education will get in a salon. So let me say this to you. I'll be there abroad for like 2 weeks. I'll go for money. Before I go, I put in a crack team for investigate that clip OC. But incidentally, I don't put the crack team before that picking in clip cam, because I think the picking in clip cam when we don't left the country itself. But we don't put the team. So what we don't do, we call all the principal and at the school then we they under pressure. The thing they call the group A school then. We ask them for bring then we don't agree with me, because now we they set cut-off points. And let us explain to the general public how cut-off point is set up. So you get your school, now Epic Radio. You get 2,500 picking away applied to your school, Epic Radio school. And then we they come to you before we release results. We actually say how much space you get. Now you SS1. You said to me, now 250 places now get. So when the results come out, we they take the first person, because we get all the data.
Okay.
We they take the first person we apply to Epic Radio school, to the 150 person we apply to Epic Radio, and we cut off at that point. So when you reach to the 150, you might have 20 people within that cut-off line there. So we go actually say, you can able to accommodate 10, 20 people in there, so you're not disadvantaged. We know they tell you who than the 920 people. You can say, well, if the 20 people that we reach that market, they all come on army school, you will give them preference. If now only 10 self you can take. But now we decide on that. So we call them the principal, for bring the enrollment list, because one for check against waiting and be don't tell me. Do you see it? Again, I tell you, she mean a data-driven person. Me possibly not be my boss, David Sengen, a data man, me the caller. So we all na the ministry, na the leadership team, na data we dey deal with. So on that basis, they now, we don't call them, we don't do an investigation. I don't want to tell you the outcome of the investigation because it caused so much problem that ACC, they also do an investigation. So if you say somebody, they go ask somebody for money for going in school, na English, then they call that the extortion. Extortion na crime. We don't get the powers for investigate extortion. We not get the competence. For,
So
no.
Would our parents have
no. So what I say to you, we they investigate the process system we then go through.
Okay.
The evidence where we get, we can apply what they call administrative sanctions. Yes. If we talk about extortion, when a crime, then in our ACC or police, now then get that thing. But we work hand in hand with them. So we don't go through the process right now. We get your results. We just wait for ACC for do the young results, and then we will release that by the 15th of January.
Are you also considering, for example, for put, let's say, integrity boards in these schools for during the admission processes there?
Okay, there are two things. When you work with ACC, where you get an integrity pledge with them, the way they work is that if they come inside your organization, then fancy something happen and they help you for do that, and they also they do a systems review. So in that system review, they then go ask you for make certain reforms in your system. So before ACC they can self and tell with Andy, we don't look at your system, we don't put reforms based on some of the discussions that we would get and the investigation we don't do. Yes, because as I say, we are a learning organization. And the culture that I want to create. We say, when things go wrong, we they take on the chin, we learn, we reform, and we make them better. So we're not going to ever be in the same situation. So yes, one of the recommendations and we don't come up with, now that it should not, the decision should not rest only with the principal no more. You forget a group of people. Now the school, we go make that decision.
All right. Let's hear from our public. 079994993. They may also have questions so they want to ask, but then picking them, given that is what we are having a conversation about this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, Lami Samra. Keep it a minute. Let's go.
Yes. And before they decide for pay for them what students they are, then they also consider failures they will get for this. Just because now school, you get people with the pass and you get one day with the fail. And so if somebody fails, it means you don't go pay for it again. And what about the fact that also why they deliberately fail them to kill them? Because you get intelligent students them where they do well na class, and then you see they go 6 and then you fail. What about that kind of situation and this? What's in the ministry and why would do about that? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's have more questions here. 079994993, and let's hear your thoughts on some of the issues that we don't discuss. Good morning.
Yes, Jawad. Good morning again.
Alafi again, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Mr. say why say they don't register indicate say they're blind students. So my question would be, how is it that every blind student has a real question paper made available if they don't know they're not in the seat?
Okay.
And then also they receive intelligence from the beginning and say they have not been informed, or their parents have not been informed that their papers will be marked.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Thank you very much, Alafi, and I'm sure he will answer that question. 079994993. Let's put some of your questions through. We have with us. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad. Usman from Polu.
Usman, go on.
Yeah, I know want for lament on which you discuss. Now something I want for let the public know and the government officials. This Waterloo highway.
Is it about the conversation this morning, please? It has to be, because this is very important, and we will take that your other concern later, please. 079994993. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Name was I call we from?
The name is Lamin that is called from OK.
All right, Lamin, go on.
Yes, I just want to ask Mr. Jawad, the minister, in regards to this WIEC issue. I want to know if in the new plans them when talk about the act, if they go able to include something to do with somebody's seat if you go able to get access or go through in paper in case you doubt in results where you get. So now that's just one if it's included in the
All right.
act.
Thank you very much. Let's go and hear from a few more people, 3 more calls, and then we'll wrap up those calls for now and get in responses on these issues. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
James from Kissim.
Yes. I want to ask the minister. Then we've been within the ministry, in particular, which you don't put in place for them principal, where they take them over age students, then put them in the school or sit, we don't result to now say they no pay for repeaters because it's detrimental to the average age picking them. Because you know, we just sit one, you able to make up. You must sit. I mean, nothing, not the way. Even scientists then, in the experiment when they do, the first one, and sometimes not you succeed and you fail. Then we construct the mind and do the second one and the third one, then they succeed. So waiting at the minister is saying about this one.
Thank you very much. 2 more calls, 079994993. Let's hear your questions, your thoughts on these issues. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Name of where you call we from?
King Hassan at the call from Roadside.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm glad you forget you online. I've just been a quiet listener to your program.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. A concern here this morning now about this education. I'm glad that the minister is in your studios. I want the minister for confirm if governments not they pay again for examination fees. The reason to this is because we get a school when a class A school na Rutaya when in Perry Secondary School, they call a meeting and virtually tell we say government say they not they pay again for exam fees. And I get 2 picking there now the Becker class. Can you imagine they are requesting 1,050,000 for Becker students to sit the Becker in Perry Secondary School?
Okay.
Examination fee alone at 370,000. You don't pay that, they don't give you forms to fill. This is very embarrassing. So I just wanted the minister clarify that, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's just put one last call through, and I'm happy we have him here. Go answer them very, very important questions there. Good morning. Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
Suleiman.
Yes, Suleiman Pike Street.
But I like education talk, but I don't get an English or French. I want to ask the minister, what make them can see them pick here the results? Now they do well or they not do well. And then the thing for that picking the in future, because it is just left so no more they hang. Then how that picking they go for if it end up come bad?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, over to you. I mean, you don't hear any questions there, but let's start with in Perry Secondary School, Narutal, where somebody they ask about examination fees.
Okay, let me just say to the parents, they quite categorical that information with that school are false information. The government continue for pay for exam. It's part of the free quality school education program. Waiting me go suggest to them, you just need for give you the name and contact we for make sure say we go do an investigation. And if we find out saying that the school don't do, we go take disciplinary action against the principal. Then me say the guarantee saying that get for happen. Me say go follow through until then they happen. And I go willing for come back and can tell the public that we don't take action.
Okay. In Perry Secondary School, just don't forget the name.
Exactly.
Narutal, yes. You have other questions. Somebody they say would repeat with the fact that when I don't decide for not for pay for repeaters is like punishing the righteous for the wicked.
Well, I understand which side the person they come out. You see, education a challenging and complex thing. But let me start off by saying that we are the only country in West Africa, of the 5 countries that are within our WAEC, we be pay for repeaters. So this is now universal. And the other country, they not be too happy when they do that. But which are they saying, we not be the only country we be pay for repeaters. What we get for do for make sure say them PKR pass? Let me just start off back by saying we get like 80% pass rates now, yes? But we also get new platforms than what they use for make sure say them PKR, they are better prepared than any other term. So when we do O levels, A levels, if you want pass paper, you get for go BAM. So if you people do not get boku money, then you dey get challenge for do that. Now I can tell you, say all the pass paper then they a learning passport, a digital platform where you just at a click of a button you dey download. Yes, just a click of a button you go download all the pass paper them. So we get better thing and now would it make now it make you see the pass rate high. So we take Becker for example. The pass rate is 96%. This is the best result we don't ever get in this country. We don't ever get that problem. So some of the challenge that we hear right now with SS1 now because the pass rate was so high and the place they not be there for put the picking them. But let me tell you what you will do for that, Andy. Again, we not a listening government. So me offer money, and I can tell you that give you the money, self. Now World Bank give you the money for make we do what we call placement. So you remember I tell you the example why you say you get Epic school, 2,500 picking seats. Now only 250 place number you get. It means to say you now get 2,250 picking way not get place. Although they go get a second choice, they will get a third choice. So now through that placement process day, we on ministry staff go place them at a school. Either at the second choice, a third choice, and if they not get them, even for them, they not getting mark for the third choice, we go place them at school. Which will not guarantee you. Now we can't place them at the school where you want. And this is not the problem. Some parents they're very angry about that. But we cannot guarantee, say, we will able to place them at the school where you want because it limited the number of places that we will get available. Yes? So that's not the answer to that question. There is also a caller we talk about the fact that MPKR gets Braille questions. I don't think you understand what I say. I say, in the meeting when we go, some of the problems, I use some, I not say all. Some of the problems we get now that the school they not be able to disclose to WAEC, say them PKR get visual impairment. And now that make they not given the reasonable adjustments where they be supposed to give them. Now on that basis they make us say, well, we cannot penalize them PKR if now this not the situation. For this particular year, we will take that responsibility there as a ministry. But let me say this, we will not take that responsibility next time. Because if the school not disclose that day, and we find out, say, when we go back now, WAEC and records, they not be disclosed that day, now the school will pay for letting mark them paper then. The second term, if they disclose that, then WAEC not make the reasonable adjustment or the reasonable accommodation, now WAEC will pay for that.
There's a caller we ask that in the new WAEC law, when I don't put together whether people will get access to them papers if they're not satisfied with the results and see.
Okay. I was part of the process we take the new Basic Education Act to Parliament. Now the ministry be doing, maybe the TSC, but I support my colleague then at the ministry. The way the entire work is that you don't do the technical work. So the technical work for the WAEC bill, we already get a bill. We would all design. But we get for go through consultation. That consultation now we go through across the country. So in any of them consultation day, that particular listener day can ask for that for be added.
Because student and the primary customer, are they going to be one of those stakeholders that will be consulted?
Absolutely, absolutely. We do extensive consultation. When you don't done that day, you go Parliament back. The lawmakers they go through line by line, because I remember for the basic education thing, we did Parliament several days. Then they go through line by line. Then they ask for changes. So by the time we come where it pass into law, now the Salon Parliament, you know say it don't go through extensive consultation. Actually, the consultation even starts at cabinet level. So once we already the act, we can go cabinet get for approval, and then we take into Parliament. So there is a huge consultation that we get for take place before we get to that point. So of course that kind inputs they would be considered.
There's one question here, sorry for say on Facebook page they say, I know someone that was in art stream but sat to WASC in the science stream and have 5 WASC. And this is a problem with this year with WASC. It's been kind of confusing. art student, they get A in mathematics, to an extent that the English was not quite great, but the crisscrossing and how people then pass mathematics itself was a surprise to many.
Okay, two things I would say. Let me go back first to the you call her also be say you get blind student there, we get grade for maths. What thing come out in the discussion will be get is that if possible say if they're not disclosed Andy, then the blind student could get so the school not disclose to the person blind. So that person then they take her now as able-bodied person. If the school submits continuous assessment, because with WAS, there is 30% continuous assessment grade. So if the school submits continuous assessment grade, then that person they go get a grade because of the administrative error where that school don't make and which it don't give WAEC. So when we do the investigation, we do investigations. We do look at what in and say, yes, but you are right in saying that some of the reforms that we want to make come in place is that I want to make the quality assurance aspect of this of WAEC then before. Yes.
And with education, as we continue every year, more enrollment because of free quality education, there is more demand on schools. So we don't survive this year. Next year, I mean, what is going to be urgently on your table for really address?
Well, it's interesting. Take, for example, with Becker results. If we see 96% pass rate, we get less senior secondary school than junior secondary school. Let me repeat. We get less senior secondary school than junior secondary school. So if you get 96%, you almost get 100% picking and they come off from junior to senior, which effectively means that you now have a challenge for space. Yes? So we will use data to better position ourselves next year. We also, in terms of all this tier where they go on, about then they ask people then for pay, they go look what in happen in Ghana. Ghana, that entire process is digitized. I can tell you as I speak, before I left the country, we already don't get a first meeting for digitize the process. So me, they give warning that next year we know they the same problem. We they digitize the process, and not we normally do them. We don't get in touch with the Ministry of Communication, to DSTI, and with the concept note, then just send it to me yesterday, and now waiting we need for doing for fund the funding and go look waiting happen in Ghana and digitize the process. So with the hope say through that process there will be consultation. Not we no more go down. We will consult with the conference of principals. So we will consult with the general public. But what we try to do now for just digitize the problem.
All right. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning. I mean, we still have a lot for ask, a lot for talk about, but we'll leave it here for now. The show continues. Minister of Basic Education, Conrad Saki, for being here with us. This is the Epic Morning Show. Stay with you when we come next. Sports, entertainment, and then what is on the papers with 4 days to go to Christmas.
All man say that you're not number one. All man say that you're not number one. We know they talk, now show we they show them. Self-praise not to recommendation. All man say that you're not number one. All man say that you're not number one. We know they talk, now show we they show them. Self-praise not to recommendation.
of choice when it comes to office is what Orange values. That's why we are thrilled to introduce a new and exciting offer, Yun. With this mind-blowing offer, you have the power to choose the voice or data bundle that perfectly suits your vibrant lifestyle. Yes, you had it right. It's all about customized communication tailored to you. Whether you're a chatterbox who loves those long conversations or a data enthusiast who craves limitless streaming and browsing, Yuyun has got you covered. Plus, you get bonus SMS to use for free. We've turned up the excitement meter to the max. Yuyun means there is something sweet in there for everyone. It's like a bundle of joy and delight waiting for you to explore and enjoy. Dial *889# to start.
Orange.
So creamy, so good.
Cowbell powder milk now they carry tasty creamy goodness for your breakfast and snacking moments. With any packet of cowbell milk powder you add to your food, you dey give your body a creamy goodness blend of vitamin A, C, D, E, and K for general well-being and vitamin B9 for healthy brain development. Cowbell milk powder now with creamy goodness. Now quality milk powder we recommend for you and your loved ones during breakfast and snacking moments every day. They also get the 3-in-1 cowbell coffee, cowbell choco, and your favorite cowbell strawberry. Buy and enjoy the new creamy goodness of cowbell every day from all provision shops nationwide. For wholesale, visit the office at 51 Frobe Road, Freetown, or call us on 077-250025 or 099-250025. Cowbell powdered milk, the perfect companion at breakfast and snack times. Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
1xBet is offering a mind-blowing hyper bonus. Get ready for a gaming experience like no other. Place an accumulator bet and watch your winning soar with our 100% bonus. That's right, 100%. So what are you waiting for? Visit 1xBet.cg today. Use promo code HYPERSL to get 200% bonus up to 2,800 Leon and take advantage of our unbeatable hyper bonus from 1xBet.
In a world where brands, businesses are struggling to capture the attention of customers, we focus on cutting-edge marketing communications that communicate, engage, and interact directly with our client's target. Our vast experience in the fascinating world of marketing communications, event management, below-the-line activations, and more ensures that we deliver nothing but amazing results. We are the agency of everything creative. We are Priority Solutions Limited. Talk to us for all your marketing communications, multimedia productions, event management, experientials or activations, media management, public relations, and more. We are a trusted brand, and the results and quality of our services can be seen through the brands we have worked with. Visit our website at www.prioritysolutions.co or call us on +232 76 1032. And locate our office at 16 Wellington Street, Freetown. Priority Solutions. We know what works for you. We have what works for you. We do what works for you. Priority Solutions. What works?
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the fourth edition of Sports Update inside the Epic Morning Show with me, Reginald Brian Ojukutu-Soya. Inside Sports Updates this morning, Nottingham Forest don't confirm the appointment of Nuno Espinano Di Santo. As yesterday, we see officially the club don't veil him, and we understand the deal is kept forward till 2025 with an option for a further year. Where Nuno Espinano Di Santo be done already get a taste of the Premier League. He be done coach Wolverhampton Wanderers, and he also be done be in charge of Tottenham. And let's see, probably he can take Nottingham Forest out of the misery where they find themselves into at the moment. Nottingham Forest already don't sack Steve Cooper, by the way, and Steve Cooper been bringing them into the Premier League after 23 years, and also be done to do well for them. And of course, inside Sport Update as well, Nigerian striker will play for Bani Leverkusen, Victor Oko Boniface will win 5 Rookie Player of the Month in the Bundesliga. And that is massive indeed. He becomes the first player will win 5 Bundesliga Player of the Month. So he won it in August, September, October, November, and of course December. Congratulations to Victor Oko Boniface. We now a Nigerian international. He's going to get 17 goals in the German Bundesliga, and he's doing extremely well. Well, if you're a Nima fan, this news will definitely be a good one for you, as the team doctor for Brazil, national team doctor, confirmed that Nima will participate in the Copa America 2024. Well, let's hope probably there could be a late miracle, but for now, according to the scan where Nima do, many doctor for Brazil national team don't confirm when Rodrigo Lama don't see Nima not going to be part of the next Copa America in 2024. Wow, it's definitely sad. Injury ruined Nima in career, by the way. Liverpool don't move on to the EFL semi-final after crushing West Ham United by 5-1 yesterday. It was a massive match. We see Liverpool, they inject all the fire into the match. We Curtis Jones gets goals, Dominic Soboslai, Mohamed Salah, self-named, they all been there at the score sheet, and Liverpool finish up with winning by 5-1. So the draw for the semi-final is already been confirmed. Chelsea will face Middlesbrough, and of course Liverpool will have to face Fulham, and then games then they go play inside January. By the way, the semi-final is set, and remember the Carabao Cup semi-final, they play on an home and away basis. And we move to the next update. Rangers officially don't release the 2023-2024 Sierra Leone Premier League squad. We see Rangers, the entire squad, the coaches, other management staff and players all into that club photo. And at the first club, we don't release the official squad photo for this season. So that's a massive one as well. And yesterday was a proud night for the Mbappes, as Kylian Mbappe shared the pitch with his 16-year-old brother, Ethan Mbappe. And Ethan Mbappe making debut for Paris Saint-Germain. He's 16 years old, by the way, but of course he began the opportunity yesterday for represent Paris Saint-Germain, and he shared the pitch with his elder brother, which is Kylian Mbappe. Well, I think I always get this morning. Remember, for joining me at 11 as we go talk to the Sierra Leone Basketball Association President Ali Jazi, and then just don't conclude the regional basketball competition in Kenema, and they also just don't get the election few weeks ago. So we'll have a lot more for talk about basketball. And yesterday there was a meeting with the National Sports Authority. Waiting the meeting there about, you will know, at 11 a.m. this morning. We're bringing sport updates. My name is Regina Brano. So don't forget for joining me at 11 as we go look more into those issues. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the fourth edition of the ENT News Inside Epic right here on Epic Good Morning Show. Well, me where they bring on the ENT this morning, Big Daddy. Well, first on our news this morning, finally, Natasha Bentley don't make up her mind for drop in EP winner Freetown Finest, and among the songs them, don't feature Tanzania superstars, a talented one winner Harmonize, but one of the songs they were entitled My Way. It's definitely this one get for be a charm, of course. Well, again, we see again say inside the hip hop world, Lux P and Country Boy Freestyle don't surpass 5,000 plays on Audiomack. Tell you about this hip hop. So the only way you get then kind of taste here and you they see the numbers, So it's like man, they really need for the go against themselves lately. All right, again, a new star the rise way now. Elijah Joy star Kamara The first Sierra Leonean, at least 3 years, Bobo, we don't get 1.1 million views inside just 6 days now Facebook. Well, now the young man this way, they play the soldier man, with the way they combat, they salute, they press up. I'm telling you, and this is not the new star we will need for look out for, because with this kind of huge number, we're not just for create fun and they get any kind of number, yeah. Who knows what's next go happen. All right, again, we see again, say, Rose Sokota Sef, don't say, in feel like a one for release one of a new, jam, in wants for no, waiting in fans them think, whether they support them for let release them or let him wait for, so you understand? So this is now a question way to the fans them. All right, inside we exclusive new interview yesterday with the Wheels. In Pool World say in the artist and dentist. Of course, it say no way, not the way it go call on a fellow artist then when they no go answer. I say because say it go tell and say where that time go reach. See, of course they always reach out whenever and call them. And again, a premiere in song yesterday inside the interview, when one call away, and it was first premiere here on Epic Radio. All right, again, finally, inside with news this morning, news reaching us, and popular football player Mohamed Bouya, don't drag his wife on social media. According to I say, this woman bad. Well, according to the football star, he say in Kamna us, because of the issue we don't go on with him and his wife, and he want for me documents for taking Peking go overseas. Say, but the woman we know the details we in for Giam, they seize, for release the information then to him. He say, and when enforced, the woman call police on him, and so in decide for go live, but the woman still they deny, say not also in B. He say, auntie be on. Well, I go want let you join me on the drive at 4. Then we go give you more details on waiting exactly they go on. How the drama they come, we tell you, so we go give you. More of all of this will be on the drive at 40 day with me. So don't forget, 4 p.m. we go do on the drive and we go give you everything where they happen at the entertainment world. Well, me we bring the ENT this morning. Now Big Daddy they say, tata.
Baby, you can be the flex. Girl, I'ma do anything, no matter what it takes. Girl, I'ma be the king, the kong, the mon, that make the right and wrong. Girl, I'm the one, the only one, girl. It's not too far. Oh, oh, baby, show me love. Oh, one thing I know for sure, this love was sent from above. Oh, baby, give me love. Baby, show me love. Oh, one thing I know for sure, this love was sent from above. Yeah, baby, now I won't go away. Oh, baby, show me the way. Oh, I won't go away. I won't go away. Girl, I won't go away. Oh, baby, show me the way. Oh, yeah, I won't go away. Oh, baby, show me the way. If love not for day, baby, tell me how I for day. Say if love not for day, tell me, baby, I'll go for day. I say if love not for day, baby, tell me how you for day, yeah. No love for day, tell me how we for day, yeah. Oh, baby, show me love. Oh, one thing I know for sure, this love was sent from above. Oh, baby, give me love. Baby, show me love. Oh, one thing I know for sure, this love was sent from above. Yeah, baby, now I won't go away. Oh, baby, show me there. I see love not for there. Baba.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press.
All right, welcome back. This is Epic Morning Show. We come to you live here on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Today is Thursday, 21st of December, and so Merry Christmas in advance. Good morning, Iris.
Good morning, Jawad.
All right, so we basically get 4 days to Christmas. Yes, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes, so Monday is Christmas. So we know say a lot of offices in the pan. Then we'll go for break this Friday. Some don't already begin go safe, but. Yeah. It's a beautiful time, but of course, because of the Christmas and everything that is coming up, government lifts curfew yesterday, and that's the major story on Satellite newspaper this morning. Government lifts curfew. In fact, Satellite they even make like say this na bonanza we government give.
I know, and at the awareness times, as Chief Minister boast of accelerated delivery of papers, H.E. Mada Bio Cabinet passes 61 in 5 months, and Mrs. Geneva Bangura approved by MPs as new NRA Commissioner General. This and more now the Awareness Times newspaper.
On Premier News this morning, ex-President Kromato reports at ACC, Sierra Leone, Belgium signed MOU to strengthen immigration systems. FG Gold signed mezzanine finance facility and EPCM agreements.
And at the Awoko newspaper, Sierra Leone grapples with widening trade gap as import numbers drop. Audit expert testifies via video call in suspended Auditor General's tribunal. And CGG spearheads 3-day Seeds of Peace training. This and more at the Awoko newspaper.
On Satellite newspaper, on Standard Times this morning, who killed Philip Neville? Citizens demand 2022 audit report, 320 billion cash losses.
And at the Concord Times newspaper, cancellation of transition project, NIB to pay contractor over 1 billion leones. Sierra Leone CIO signs MOU with Belgium Immigration Office. This and more na the Concord Times newspaper.
On Global Times this morning, CIO signs MOU with Belgium Immigration Office. President Bio welcomes Chinese medical team. Trade Minister launches metric system. So these are the papers that we'll get this morning on some of the biggest issues. I mean, the CIO signing an MOU with Belgium Immigration Office looks like a big story. A lot of people have been talking about it. It's important for let we know what's exactly there in the deal, because this is a time where Europe they look for closed doors on a lot of people where they migrate from Africa and other continents then for enter. So it's important that we know some of the details.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's it. And that's something we will be looking forward to, that we know some of the details as well. I mean, the new chief immigration officer, if he sign any deals there, what does it entail? I mean, how it help well. But speaking about all of this, I mean, coffee has been lifted, so you feel as if the December economy has been choked, but now it will breathe small.
Yes, but again, one should note that the month's already come to an end, and January is the month where you can say the adopts.
Well, before you get into that, I mean, the months now the festivities sit down. In fact, now waiting to happen is that we all lose track of which day today is, whether it's today Monday or Tuesday. Now the dates no more they didn't mind.
Yeah.
So running into this last 10 days, you have events every other day.
Yeah, but one should spend wisely, Jawad. The festive already, better again, say na December 1, the holiday can start proper, but because of the curfew, I think people can be so limited and restricted with the movement. But again, people will still utilize this few weeks we don't live. But again, like I said, spend wisely. January is around the corner, and you wouldn't want to just spend everything you'd have to invest in 2024 on the holiday because they don't lift curfew.
In fact, January 1, January 2, someone like January 5, January 6, 9, actually the sober and know how much if you don't even spend in December.
Exactly.
And then January 4, 5 now, I go really realize, okay, let me set me priorities and straight. But the thing about planning is that, and this is something we'll get to talk about in the future on the show, is that the thing about planning is that people, they plan when they don't get money.
Exactly.
But once money come now,
it's gone.
It's totally new plan altogether.
And you know, say January long go. January really long.
and that's it. So you have things that will come up every other day now where people will feel that they have to spend it. But there is something we very interesting where every time holiday they come, a lot of people they travel to the provinces. And I'm coming to work for the last 3 days. Now normally I see a long queue of people
where they go to
the provinces. And no matter how things are hard, people still they try for go. Why do you think that is?
Someone, it's a tradition. Now something we don't do, now the household or basically in the country say during holidays, they get most of them families and the provinces. So it's just best for go and sell. So no matter how things difficult, they will always squeeze and make time to go to the province. So, you know, it's like a culture and a tradition, and something where they don't practice over the years. It's a must. Not in the stop and say, then for go to the provinces and celebrate, and then afterwards then come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Then dance, then play football game.
Exactly.
Whole family meetings.
Explore places.
And yes. So these are some of the issues then. But let's hear from you guys out there, whether this year, I mean, with everything going on, whether you still want to go applying or not. But then as well, we had a very important conversation this morning about education, about everything where they go right and wrong about it, and we had a lot of clarifications as well from the Minister of Education here this morning, Conrad Saki. We speak to about a lot of these issues, and personally I'm impressed because he was also candid enough for take responsibility with some of the issues that would go wrong and promise to fix them. So we will hold him to his word at some other future date. But let's hear from everybody else out there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Epic Radio.
Yes, sir. Name also, they call we from?
It's Noah from Kisi. Okay, education, I think they don't misplace them as a matter of fact. Therefore, don't maintain it as number one priority and make sure students get them right.
But still, they get more money than any other sector.
Yeah, but if they don't come put agriculture on top, we call them misplacement of priority.
Okay.
You know? Then the Christmas, most of it psychologically, we don't postpone now. We will observe them quietly. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's an interesting thing. Psychologically, it don't postpone your Christmas. Okay, we'll see if Monday, when all the buzz is going around, if you'll be quiet about it. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, Lami Samra, go on.
Yes. I don't know, Sierra Leone. What thing they get for the exports from we now? What thing we the export? Anything no more? They want they not the do. Now we no more the do. They want they know the do. Now we no more the do. We don't see what's wrong for let somebody repeat and then it pay for them. So let's say government is now not picking them. Then say one thing. Una not go pay for the again. Una not pay for the again. Una go must pay because una picking them. And so not say the person fail one thing. Like that scenario where that person hear about science. That is then the way science to do research. Then they fail them 4 or 5 times. That for me say they're not for continue. No. So and this pattern where they don't start to now it means for to say this education where they say free quality education. Not to be true. Now just camouflage no more for wind power. After una don't get power now, una left we lose. Now camouflage. Not to country. So fake business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's hear from other people as well. I mean, my brother is very passionate about the government deciding not to pay for repeaters. But let's hear from more people. Good morning.
Good morning, Jawad.
Namsa from Central. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Me, I don't know what this government do, me, brother. Nothing no really talk good about them. education not fine, this not fine. So now you tell about what is the government, the 5 year we don't do? What is you impress by them? They are able to tell within Sete tomorrow, they are big. Then this issue of education, Jawad, I listen to what again. Me I support say if you fail one, say let government pay back for you. Make 2 terms. That is not bad. Then what our government do? Then principally away they take people that we don't see 10 years, take them incorporate them in the system. Government pay for them. Let government go into the system, they put a mechanism. Any school they catch for our banda school. Because the mushroom school and Boku, Banakan, Dabarude. They lost his government. The picking of a benefit, they benefit, they don't get a benefit. Then people away, they take their money away, exams, then schools are the principal. Then discipline them with a kitchen be entire. Thank you, Jawad.
Thank you very much. The thing is, I mean, government not going to take a decision about locking schools very lightly because, in fact, we right now school they not do safe. So, so they will have it will be difficult. But I mean, that's your suggestion. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Jawad. Good morning.
Mr. Glad from Central Rokel.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I tell my friends thank you for this program again this morning. You know, education is very good. Now, any society so far. For the education and the wisdom where the right the country go far. You know. Then also you know the issue of the what business where they say for pay for the students them, 2 them, 3 them. You know, it's very good. But I want to ask if the layman we know nothing about education, if he go benefits for them go get shot there. So that's my question, sir. Thank you.
What's in a your suggestion? Do you think government for pay for repeaters?
Well, you know, if you go to the one day we supposed to get them, we the happy is very good for be 2 terms for one student. Very good.
Thank you very much. Let's hear from more people here. 07999499993 and let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. James.
Yes. Jawad, I got 2 questions for you. Where you don't promise for one.
The mosquito
As the coffee don't lift, the coffee don't be lifted. Waiting at the position of the epic carnival.
Okay.
2. Waiting at the status of the inquiry about this mosquito net. The mosquito they don't open a free tongue. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'm in touch with Minister of Health and Promise and
yes,
this week. But about the carnival, we don't postpone them. We just don't announce a new date yet. And it can be say we postpone them before they lift the curfew because we own dates been there before. If we own dates been there after, so we define. I know. Well, the thing about sometimes the thing about booking and scheduling events as well, now the venue as well. So you get forget challenge because other people also don't book at other dates them as well. But don't worry, we schedule them at a time where it's free and everybody will go really enjoy himself. And I'm so sad that you guys, I mean, not able to get the opportunity. But let's go. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Go on.
Good morning, Jawad.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Concerned citizens, Tripland.
All right.
Yes, Jawad, talking about this education, I so feel Mr. Minister, no less this. I mean, I ask them how, what making the Jawad, we always lay complaint to you. One mommy in Charlotte, mommy Modu, in school, subsidy for and everything. It divert from one bank to another way in order to get they go to financial constraints to run the school. I don't know what Mr. Minister could say about that. The one thing where I mean say, Jawad, in anything in this country, there is politics. Yeah, if even make an analogy between Ogri and Kendawi Smelsu. If you want to make a man election for them, politics they come inside it. Most of these principals in the school, they don't get something for those politics when I make it. You see, so where SCC is on blind eyes of most of them here. SCC tell me say they don't know how them people are operate for take a lot of money in appearance there. It's so bad. It's so sad, Jawad.
All right.
Let's make it, make all that real.
Thank you very much. Let's go 07999949993. And let's hear from more people here. We get 16 minutes outside the hour. 9. Good morning.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Just be audible for we a bit. Name was I
Yeah,
call from?
Nana B, the call from Starwood.
Nabi, welcome.
Yeah, but me, just want to raise issue small, but this issue of mob justice. We really they suffer.
Mob justice in which way? I mean,
mob justice.
Yeah,
yes.
this way we are talking about education this morning.
Well, me just want to raise issue like this. We they suffer from mob justice. One man at this area.
Hello. Okay, I think you have to call us back. Let's go and hear from more people. Good morning.
You're
welcome.
Yeah, trying to free quality education. We don't talk go, we don't talk come. I mean, like we talk about 22% of the national budget will they give to this free quality education. But if you, look all aspects of the money, I don't know, because the minister they tell we just not say teacher salary, now they carry the heavy part of the money. But if like where the power been promised, say each ward go get one junior secondary school and each constituency go get, each constituency go get one senior secondary school. If they been done, they really use that money judiciously for them to get sufficient schools. Or then Bluff or Marawi, then principal, then they make meal school. If you not get aggregate this, you not go can they will not accept you. Even when you don't pass the amount of the aggregate where government also, then things they not been big for happen. But I not see the schools not sufficient. And free quality education not go happen outside sufficient school not there.
Thank you very much. Let's go and hear from more people here. 079994993. And okay, please not give me a missed call. Just go on and call and let's hear from you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jawad.
Yes, sir. Name was I call from?
Kinasan again. I don't know if I can call for the second time.
No, you can't call on for the second time. I mean, at every session at one green time, no more you call King Hassan if you're just new to the show. So, but let's hear from more people here as well. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, MJ.
Yes, sir. Johnny, welcome.
Yeah. I feel say government day in place for making come with new policies with regards to examinations, education, or whatever. Because, the scheme or the initiative are experimental and they don't detect some defaults where people then misuse the facility and the opportunity in terms of registering for examinations, not studying well, examination malpractices. So they therefore recalibrate the policies and come out with something very cogent, workable. Then EBK, I don't know what's happening with him because like anti-corruption one time, then IG one time for this one. So how then I get for present himself now? Will he be going with the convoy securities anywhere he goes, or is he still under house arrest, or how is it going to be? They are updates with us.
Okay, no problem. We'll bring information on that as we get it. But of course, all of these are separate issues. Them. So the questioning as well have been scheduled on separate dates as well. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. George.
Sarujas.
Yeah. Firstly, may I go to that person where you be toxic, then don't begin toxic. Government not get for pay for any exam again. Now start them, don't start them. So if they not cross before them or they not investigate them, then get for camp where that side for 6 years. The government not they pay no exam again. Then they hold the money, then they eat them. Secondly, that mandate, see people then they not believe even for say free education day.
But we will be the pay for boku picking and then small money, then we will the hold. We know say yes, we be the pay. And we all for put hands together for actually let that project go before so that Sierra Leone go stand at the free education. I mean your contribution.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go and hear from more people here. 079994993. 9 more minutes here, and let's hear your thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Name was I call you from?
Yeah, Mr. Jawad, I come from Brookfield.
Your name, sir?
I just want to talk to you after the program, offline, please.
Okay, you can call after the show and then we'll see about it.
All right, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go and hear from more people here. We have 8 more minutes here to go. 079994993. Let's go. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, name was I call from? Okay, unfortunately, we lost that particular call there, and let's go and pick the next call. And today I'm giving you time to talk a lot on these issues that we don't talk about, given how passionate everybody is about education in this country. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, Jawad, good morning.
Yes, Ajazi, welcome.
Yes, sir. The problem with the big one is with the education system. The government come and tell you the truth. So we now even today. Now we know what you will teach in our schools. The teaching for system is here. The teachers they call me, tell me say we will pay for exam fee, and there is nothing like free education for me this year where I understand. Teachers can tell me that. So not to think where whether they come again and should have put this one get so class so and tell me say the free education is still there. Let them go they come and tell me the truth, not to wait people the 1 year they for they come and tell me. The truth now they for they tell me that send them some of who will
Wait, not the truth in your own context. What do you believe is the truth?
The truth is there is nothing like free education for now. Your school when it became they go and not only normal. Teachers they don't for several meetings where they happen. Would they pay examination fee for teaching in our school? And the minister tell me say that they still pay for examination fee. Not only on school normal. That's what the thing may be. So let them come and tell me the right thing. That's all.
Thank you very much. I think you should also take this up with ministry as well and demand that then give us some attention as well regarding that if you are claiming that's when I pay examination fees as well in schools. But let's go and hear from more people here. 799949993. If you just join with 9:24 now from the city clock, so it means say we'll get 6 more minutes for put your calls through here on this very important issue. So let's go. Good morning.
Morning, Sai from Central.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got unfortunate, grade the minister on the audit reports, particularly with that forget na studio. One area we can always raise concern na when donor they give money, then the laws of this country or the auditor general always they say why they not pay NACIT contribution for people that win up contractors on it, then project and this in case particularly in an free quality education project, not Ministry of Education. There is a query where they say ministry not deduct NACIT and not pay the 5% on behalf of then contract workers and I be the annual project where they don't know and they say this is not double taxation. This money we they given us so now people in taxes. So when I come back now again, one can double tax up, then they found that. So actually one would see the good not the government position on that kind of situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, we didn't do that because we had a lot of issues on the table. So at some point we just had to prioritize. But let's go and hear from more people. Good morning.
Speaker.
Yes, Alafikwan.
Yes, thank you very much. I really would plead that you, as journalists, follow up with the minister on most of these things he has said. Generally has to do with the visual impaired students. For me, I'm gonna keep it watching. And another issue is
Oh, I think we lost you on the line, Alafi. You might have to call us back. We've got 4 more minutes here. Let's see if that's possible for make you come through. And for those who love football, there's a ruling on that. There's a ruling this morning on the Super League where Real Madrid president and others been a push. So you have to check that out. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name also the call from.
Usman from Spolo again.
Usman, you're welcome.
The what then the government itself will say they know they pay for school picking for the second time. Well, they need for review the system again. Say let YF then left for see school picking the results. The way they would not suffer for the rest of the year. They don't go sit exam. Don't any fail them. Why they for see the results? Because one they get YF officials the way they send at the schools the way they invigilate. Who get supervisors, they go through the processes and they don't school picking don't suffer for the whole of the year. You don't sit in exam. Don't suddenly they go sit in results or for no reason. They say they're not satisfied with that. Why? But if in a government don't pay for that school picking, they unfortunately they say they don't pay for it again. Why they process school picking the results when they don't suffer for the whole of the year? You never believe say they will put sufferness to the picking family. All right. So let's go look for that.
Thank you very much. Let's see how many more calls can we put through. Get 3 more minutes here. 0799949993. Turns out a lot of passionate about education, and so that's why people express their thoughts on it. Let's go. Good morning.
yeah, good morning.
Name also the call from.
The first time really had the call. Anyway, I appreciate you journalism, man. You do that.
Thank you.
I wish to continue to let you take this record around it. You know what they say? What and you panelists and they talk this much say that picking up the talk say their malpractice, whatever they're not at the school and the guy they say the picking over. See, I don't know if now that you say being able to understand somebody put up such kind situation at the country. They say the person wrong way. Of course, that person they now witness. If any case get for common because then it's how that picking they go over now. I don't know if I'm bad the way to say
no, I think no, I think Yeri and fine. And I think Yeri and fine. It didn't happen that way. But they talk about the video that was released, and by the time he say by that time he was out of the country. But before that time, they don't set up a team to investigate him.
Not only picking.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. I quite not understand the point you try for make, but thanks a lot for the effort for calling. 2 more minutes here. Let's go. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name was I call from?
Yeah, they called me Alaji Tommy. They called from Glazak.
You're welcome, sir.
I just make a concern over this result business where they say government they would wipe the whole result for picking them. Once a way me understanding, go for parents then get mind for buy expensive phone for picking them. And when they tell they reach for let them study, they know they study. For that parent they go you get mind by 2 million, 3 million years phone. And why I don't put law say where you they go in the exam hall, no go with phone. And that beginning they go with that phone day. And when they go with that phone, then they share information. The brother, when you look the way I the mark paper there, that teaching plan where they look. If one can get information, how it is shared, 3 before, 3 behind, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. When they take them 3, they then compare. They all are the same. Obviously, then they put aside for let them do more investigation. So more advice to the parents there. They will spend more on reading material than would they spend more on phone for picking them. That's my submission. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think that's the last call we can put through for today. And this is where we draw the curtain down on the show. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be here, of course, for review some of the biggest stories of the week. Well, many thanks to all of you who don't watch we online, on TV, on Slick TV. Many thanks to the control room guys. CD and Jalo as well for really for bring everything to as well, and the producers here, Vandy and the rest of the team, and as well many thanks to Choice FM as well for also linking with us every morning. Stay with us. Happy holidays. See you tomorrow.
It's Epic Radio. So refreshing.
In a world where brands, businesses,